Imagine for a moment that everything in your life begins to flow with effortless grace. The right people appear at the right moment. Opportunities unfold without struggle. Your body feels light, your mind becomes clear, and your heart settles into profound peace. What if this was not fantasy or coincidence, but the direct result of your vibration? This is not mystical thinking. It is the foundation of how reality operates. Everything in the universe vibrates, not metaphorically, but literally. You vibrate. Your thoughts, emotions, words, and actions are all energetic pulses emitting a specific frequency. This frequency functions as an invisible language that the universe understands and responds to. What you emit, you attract. This is not punishment or reward. It is resonance. It is the fundamental law of energetic attraction, operating at every level of existence. But here lies the crucial truth that few understand. Elevating your vibration temporarily is relatively simple. Anyone can have a moment of inspiration, a burst of enthusiasm, a day where everything feels aligned. The real transformation occurs when you learn to sustain that elevated vibration permanently, independent of external circumstances, without falling into the emotional fluctuations that drain your energy and disconnect you from your true power. Most people exist as pendulums, swinging between high and low frequencies, their energy determined entirely by what happens around them. A disappointing email drops them into despair. A kind word lifts them temporarily. They are slaves to circumstance, unconsciously broadcasting their powerlessness to the universe. But the ancient masters discovered something revolutionary. It is possible to anchor yourself in an elevated frequency as your natural state of being. This is the profound teaching that will be revealed. Not how to feel good occasionally, but how to inhabit a frequency of authenticity, coherence, and presence so consistently that it becomes who you are, not what you occasionally experience. Elevating your vibration does not mean forced positivity or denying difficult emotions. It means dwelling in a frequency of inner truth and genuine presence, even amid chaos and challenge. You will discover the ancestral roots of vibration from ancient esoteric traditions. You will understand how vibration operates across your physical body, mental consciousness, and spiritual essence. You will learn what blocks your frequency and how to transcend those obstacles. Most importantly, you will receive practical methods and daily habits that anchor you in elevated energy, one that no longer falls. You are more than a physical body, more than your personal history, more than passing emotions. You are vibration in motion. Today, you will remember how to elevate it and sustain it with mastery. The idea that everything in the universe vibrates is not a modern invention or recent spiritual trend. It is ancestral truth, repeated in different forms by the wisest civilizations throughout history. From the Hermetic teachings of ancient Egypt to the Yoga Sutras of India, the principle of vibration has been recognized as a universal law governing all existence and consciousness. The Kybalion, an esoteric text attributed to Hermeticism, declares in its second great principle, nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. This axiom, though poetic, contains a profound reality. Vibration is the secret breath of the universe. Everything that exists, matter, thought, emotion, soul, vibrates at a specific frequency, and that frequency does not merely define its nature. It determines with what other things it enters into resonance and what it attracts or repels. In the Vedic tradition, this concept is expressed through spanda, which means literally sacred vibration. According to this vision, divine consciousness, Shiva or Brahman, is not a static presence, but an eternal dance of vibrating energy, pulsing through all forms of life. The universe, then, is not a dead structure, but a living symphony, where each human being is a note with their own unique frequency. Indigenous American shamans also understood this truth profoundly. For them, every living being, a stone, a river, an eagle, or a human, possesses an inner melody. When someone becomes ill, they lose this melody. When they heal, they begin vibrating in harmony with the Great Spirit once again. This was not metaphor, but actual understanding of energetic reality. Throughout time, these teachings were whispered among initiates, preserved in secret rituals, and hidden from a modern world that measures everything by the tangible and material. But the esoteric did not disappear. It simply became more subtle, more hidden, waiting to be rediscovered by those ready to perceive it. Today, quantum physics begins confirming what the ancient wise ones knew through direct intuition: that matter is not solid, that everything is composed of particles in constant motion, that vibration is the foundational structure of reality itself. This convergence between ancient wisdom and modern science reveals a stunning truth. What the mystics taught thousands of years ago, the physicists are now proving through measurement and observation. You are not a fixed entity. You are a frequency in constant oscillation, and that frequency can be consciously modulated and elevated toward higher states of being and consciousness. To elevate your vibration permanently, you must first understand what exactly that vibration is and how it is generated. This is not abstract philosophy without practical application. Your vibration is the living sum of everything you are in this moment. Your thoughts, emotions, words, actions, habits, and most deeply, your intentions. It is the totality of your consciousness, expressing itself as energy. The key is not to raise your vibration momentarily, but to learn to sustain the highest frequency of which you are capable, and make it your natural state of being. Your vibration is composed of several interconnected elements. First, your thoughts and perception. How you interpret reality directly determines your vibration. Two people can experience the identical situation, yet react completely differently. One descends into panic or rage. The other observes with calm presence and acts from centered awareness. Second, sustained emotion, not momentary feeling, but the emotional state you inhabit chronically. You can feel sadness, anger, anxiety. These are human. But if you dwell in them as your baseline state, your vibration stagnates. Gratitude vibrates at a frequency measurably higher than resentment or guilt. The remarkable truth is that you can train yourself to inhabit elevated emotions even amid difficult circumstances. The sustained emotion, not the passing one, tells the universe who you are vibrationally. Third, your relationship with the present moment. The present is the gateway to the highest vibration. When you are fully now, without resistance, expectation, or judgment, your energy field organizes itself. Peace, fulfillment, and genuine connection exist only here. People living in the past, ruminating on wounds, or projecting into the future with fear and anxiety, vibrate in unstable frequencies. Their energy disperses and fragments. Finally, internal coherence, the most powerful pillar for sustained high vibration. when what you think, feel, say, and do are in harmony. Your field becomes solid, luminous, magnetic. Internal incoherence fractures your vibration. You can proclaim, "I am light," while living in fear. You can declare, "I believe in love," while acting from guilt or manipulation. The universe does not respond to your words. It responds to who you are actually being. This is the foundational truth. Your vibration rises not through magical practices, but through becoming someone who genuinely vibrates higher. Elevating your vibration can seem straightforward initially. Meditate, practice affirmations, connect with nature, cultivate gratitude, and experience inner expansion. Yet the true challenge emerges not in elevation itself, but in sustaining that vibration amid the world, when external stimuli threaten to drag you into denser frequencies. Here begins the deepest art of spiritual awakening. Conscious mastery of your vibrational state. The universe is not a passive mirror, but a dynamic one. It reflects your inner state constantly, yet it also tests you. Just when you begin vibrating higher, people, situations, and thoughts appear that seemingly destabilize you. This is not punishment. It is initiation. When you elevate, your energy illuminates shadow corners previously hidden. What remained unresolved surfaces. You face a choice: return to old patterns or maintain your frequency from higher consciousness. This is the first obstacle: energetic recurrence. You have not failed. Your system is reorganizing. Like tuning an instrument that initially sounds discordant, if you persist gently with presence, the sound transforms. Another challenge is collective mental noise. We inhabit a culture that feeds fear, urgency, and comparison. Vibrating high in a world vibrating low requires silent rebellion. Beware the trap of spiritual ego. It is easy to confuse high vibration with superiority, with feeling more evolved. That comparison already represents dissent. The soul does not compete. It simply vibrates. The more elevated your state, the more humility and compassion inhabits you. Sustaining elevated frequency does not mean avoiding human emotion. It means refusing imprisonment by it. You can feel sadness without becoming sadness. You can traverse fear without surrendering power to it. You can acknowledge your shadow without it eclipsing your light. Develop conscious self-observation, not for judgment, but recalibration. Ask simply, does this thought elevate or contract me? Does this emotion connect or separate me? Does this action honor my truth or my fear? The key is not perfection, but vibrational honesty. Being authentic in each moment, even if it hurts. That truth, sustained with love, elevates your frequency effortlessly. Finally comes surrender. When you cease resisting, forcing, controlling, your energy opens. High vibration is not achieved. It is permitted. It occurs when you align with life's flow, when you choose trust, when you understand you are held by a greater order. Elevating your frequency is faith. Sustaining it is mastery. The following 7 practices, integrated with genuine commitment, can transform your energy field and help you inhabit a higher vibration permanently. First, awaken with elevated intention. Do not begin your day reacting to external noise. Before checking messages or thinking of obligations, connect with yourself. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and ask, what energy do I wish to inhabit today? This simple act aligns your consciousness with a clear frequency from the first moment. Regardless of external events, you have chosen how to vibrate internally. Second, carefully observe what you consume, not only food, but all information and stimulation. Everything entering your body and mind affects your vibration. Notice how you feel after certain foods, music, conversations, or social media. Do they expand or contract you? High vibration demands coherence with what you allow into your field. Surround yourself with people and environments that nourish your energy rather than drain it. Third, practice silence and conscious breathing. In daily chaos, find moments to pause and breathe deeply. 5 minutes of silence elevates your vibration more than anxious productivity. Breath is the bridge between physical and subtle. Breathe deeply, exhale slowly, return to presence. There lies the purest vibration. Fourth, speak truth from your heart. Words are incarnated vibration. Every time you speak, you create. Avoid judgment and empty criticism, not because they are wrong, but because they lower your frequency. Speak with compassion. Express from authenticity. Use your voice as an instrument of clarity and love. Fifth, move as living energy. Your body requires movement for energy to flow freely. Dancing, walking, yoga, or stretching allows your vibrational field to unblock. Physical stagnation generates emotional stagnation. Movement is energetic medicine. Sixth, practice gratitude without reason. Gratitude is one of the highest frequencies you can inhabit. You need not achieve great things to practice it. Thank your breath, the light of day, your path. The vibration of gratitude elevates perception and connects you with real abundance, not having more, but seeing more clearly. Seventh, rest deeply. Sleep is vibrational recalibration. Your body needs rest to integrate frequencies you experience. Respecting your sleep cycles and disconnecting from negative stimuli before rest are essential for awakening with clean energy. Elevating your vibration is not a destination, but a continuous practice requiring only presence and daily conscious choice. You have arrived at this moment not by coincidence. Your soul has drawn you to this knowledge because it is ready to remember something essential. You are not a victim of the energy surrounding you. You are the creator of the frequency you emanate. In a world that constantly seeks to lower you, distract you, and disconnect you, sustaining a high vibration becomes a revolutionary act, a path of energetic sovereignty that transforms not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Because vibration is contagious. When you choose to inhabit a higher frequency, your mere presence begins to resonate with other souls ready to awaken. You become a beacon, a living example that transformation is possible, that another way exists beyond the noise and chaos that defines ordinary consciousness. Yet this is where many stumble. They expect elevated vibration to be a miraculous event, a technique that works instantly, an emotion that sustains itself automatically. This is the illusion that must be dispelled. High vibration is the result of daily profound commitment to yourself. It requires that you look at yourself with truth, that you observe your thoughts not from judgment, but from consciousness, that you feel your emotions not as enemies, but as messengers, that you inhabit your body as a temple, not as a prison. Most importantly, that you choose the present moment as your only place of power. Only in the here and now can you make aligned decisions, protect your energy, cleanse your field, elevate your habits, and become a channel through which higher consciousness can flow. This is not theory. It is lived practice. It is sitting in silence when noise wants to dominate you. It is saying no to what no longer resonates with you, even if fear grips you. It is holding yourself with compassion when everything seems to crumble, and still choosing light. That is the vibration that does not break. That is the energy independent of external circumstances. That is the inner force that transforms a human being into a master of themselves. When you truly sustain that frequency, something sacred occurs. Reality begins reflecting your internal state. Your environment changes. Your relationships purify. Your opportunities align. Not because you are attracting them, but because you are already vibrating from there. The world no longer needs more information. It needs more people vibrating from their soul. People like you, who dare to remember their power and use it with love, truth, and consciousness. So embody this teaching. Practice it. Inhabit it. Because when you change your frequency, the entire universe begins to dance to your rhythm.